So this is something that I was thinking about doing because Good Omens is one of my favorite projects probably of all time. It's just meant a lot to me. And it is one of the cosplays that got me really popular, which is really exciting. So Crowley has a really warm and fuzzy spot in my heart. And there's a lot obviously about Good Omens and how they got a season or a third season, and then it got moved to only being a movie because one of the writers ended up being awful. There's a lot to unpack with this project, but we are getting this last season and I want to bring light to it just to support the actors and the crew and such who were affected by that writer's actions, and to honor Terry Pratchett and his estate for working so hard to pull it together so it actually became a project. I understand if that's not everybody's cup of tea or their opinion on how to support this project, that's totally okay. And I wanted to talk about a couple of the plot points that I've had an hour or two to think about it, and I'm just like, this is really interesting. Here's to the last season of Good Omens, even though season is putting it lightly because it's really just a movie, but 2 seasons in a movie, right? I don't know why I'm so nervous to watch this trailer. It's like I've been a fan of this since 2019, and before that I read the book in college. Spoilers if you don't want to see the trailer, but let's dive into it.
We've known each
Don't
other
do
a
that.
long time.
I don't need to cry.
I can
in the
always
first.
rely on you. You can always rely on me. We're a team. We don't need heaven. We don't need hell. Just be an us.
Oh, truly. Nothing lasts forever.
Claire, we call it the second coming.
I was thinking we might try something a little more upbeat.
Oh.
Look out.
The actor they got for Jesus is really cute.
Here comes
Oh, his
universal
suit. Hello. Oh, I hate that.
happiness.
And tell them it's the end times.
Or not.
Something's wrong.
What are you doing there? You know you are not allowed up here!
Things are just disappearing.
Where's Jesus?
Earth. They've lost him. It's all gone bonkers!
So the cool thing about the, what would have been the second book is that it was called 668 Neighbor of the Beast, and it was about Jesus getting lost in New York. Obviously, it looks like they are still doing that.
Now it's our time.
God, I love Dagon. Her makeup is always so fire.
Can I help you?
Why don't you ask your friend to help?
Really?
I was gonna be like, oh, is Archduke Crowley actually a thing? No, he's just, Also looks like Crowley was just planning on sleeping until whatever, because then something happens to Crowley that stresses them out. They just sleep for however long until they need to be awoken. So that's what that looked like.
I've come to help you, Eddie. Do you want an apology from me?
You could have avoided all this. I asked you to come with me.
How could we have been happy knowing that we were leaving all these people to goodness knows what awfulness?
So, do you have any idea where the Book of Life might be?
Of course I don't.
Angel.
Why has he got white in his hair? Why? Did he say yes just to go fight? I can't even.
Time to go.
You clearly can't do this on your own.
Like that he's hitting that same pose from the last season.
How fast did you say this goes? Crowley, this is bigger than you and me.
You still don't get it, do you? You can't change anything.
I was trying to do the right thing.
This is rude. This is so rude. This is so rude. Why is it the same framing as the kiss was? I need to. Oh. Oh, Crowley's little. That was a very good hiss. I don't think we've actually gotten a hiss out of Crowley like that. That was a very. But in the book, when Crowley gets stressed, they start hissing and singing.
Any questions? No? Good. Right, let's kick off the second coming.
Please. Okay, so. Lots to unpack there. Jesus, quite literally. The elephant in the room is the mostly Angel Crowley, and then the crying scene at the end, which maybe means he said yes to helping. There's so much to unpack. Oh boy. Looks like only, a lot of the angels came back, but Haster and Furfur did not come back. So we have Dagon and Eric. Yeah, because it's only Eric and Dagon. There's so much to unpack. Crowley is going to possibly become an angel to help find Jesus as the angels look for the Book of Life and the demons do something. Now that we've gotten through the trailer, I wanted to talk about a couple things I saw that were like super interesting, considering we never got the second book. The second book was plotted out and then Terry Pratchett unfortunately passed away, but it was called 668 Neighbor of the Beast, and it was about Jesus getting lost in New York and 𝙻𝙸𝙽𝙺 and Crowley going to go find him while the second coming of Christ was happening and the angels and demons were fighting to, one, find him and two, end the world again. So very similar to the first book because that second season never existed, and then this is the third book. It is the 3-part act. But it was a 2-part act. There's a lot going on in this trailer, a lot of stuff we didn't know. We do know eventually that the book was going to end with Crowley and 𝙻𝙸𝙽 moving to the Southern Downs together. We know that this does have a happy ending to some degree. They do end up living happily ever after. But other than that, we kind of just knew the beginning and the end, and we don't know how we get anywhere. Obviously, it got cut short, so it's going to be very rapid pace. The first one was always going to be a movie, like the first adaptation. So I'm not unsurprised that they could do a book in a time span of a movie, but it's still going to be sad that we didn't get to finish off the 666 seasons, or 666 episode seasons, I should say. A lot of things we've noticed that Crowley is sleeping in the alleyway outside, so we don't know how much time has passed. It could be weeks, months, years. Crowley will just go to sleep whenever they face trauma all the time. They did it during the Spanish Inquisition, and they did it during the COVID pandemic, where they just tried to sleep until it was all over. That's just how Crowley deals with trauma and guilt and all of that stuff. So that's not surprising to me. I kind of expected this to happen. Why they're not sleeping in their Bentley again, I don't know. But they are not working for hell anymore, and they don't have the bookshop or their Bentley, I guess. We have not purple-eyed Archangel 𝙻𝙸𝙽, which we all thought he was going to have purple eyes, but he does have an ill-fitting suit, which is not surprising for 𝙻𝙸𝙽, but definitely surprising for Heaven. His first season armor fit well. So, armor. It was the suit he wore when they were drafting everybody. That one fit well, so it's a 𝙻𝙸𝙽 choice, maybe, or just a hand-me-down choice. Who knows? We have that one frame that I kept pointing out was really rude, but people keep saying it is asking about moving to the South Downs. I don't think so, because Crowley doesn't have the white strip in his hair, because Crowley, as the cover actually shows, he has like the white tips at the end of his wings, that he might be getting redeemed or be somewhat of an angel again. So that might be what the stripe and the wings are, or it could just be another disguise, because Crowley did it the first time and now 𝙻𝙸𝙽 can style Crowley better, I guess. We'll see. Because that strip isn't there, I don't know if that is when Crowley or 𝙻𝙸𝙽 would ask that, or if it's during the apology to get them working together again. Who knows? It's all up in the air. It's really weird going into a season where you kind of know what's happening, but you don't know what's happening. And I know the actors said you might not be, us as an audience might not be as excited about everything like we were before everything happened, but we might not be as happy. Nothing in this trailer was anything I didn't expect, and some of it was surprising, but it's also par for course for Good Omens. It's a little silly, it's a little goofy, it's campy, it's everything that Good Omens always is and why I love it. So I'm excited for this next season. It comes out next month. Not sponsored, but could be sponsored if Amazon wants to. But I hope you like this. It's a little different than what I usually do. But I'm trying a couple of different kinds of styles of content, so if you want more reaction stuff, and I can do shows and stuff as well, let me know. Thank you for watching, and if you like this, be sure to like and comment and subscribe. I do a couple different kinds of videos over here. Also, if you feel like it, I do have a Patreon. It is in the link down below, and it has a Discord attached, and it's just where I talk to you guys, and it does a lot to help me and the channel, and it would just, if you feel like it, I would appreciate it. Until next time, see you later. Bye-bye.